What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Poolside Chat. My name is Todd, and I've got yet another amateur pool match to review with you. We're going back to some APA, playing some 8-ball. I got James up here. Let me tell you, I've been chasing this rabbit for a while now. Let's get right into this. So I've known James for quite some time, and I used to work with him. Believe it or not, James is the reason I got into pool. I didn't want to, but I made a comment, yeah, I like playing pool, and he was a league player at the time, and of course, what do you do as a league player? Always recruit the new people, and looks like I was the next recruit. It was about 11 years ago, roughly, at this point. But anyway, as you can see, I won the flip. An APA, that means you get the break. And I made, looks like I actually made one solid, all stripes are standing. I think I can just ever so slightly see that 3-ball in the side. Because otherwise, my only option is to bank the 6. Yeah, I'm looking at any kind of kick opportunity. Like, what's my options here? And yeah, banking the 6. Ooh, that was a good one. I must not have been comfortable enough trying to get around that 9-ball to make the 3. So, gotta look around, gotta find other options. The 6 just barely banks. So I can see the edge of the 1, which as of right now is one of my only trouble balls. The 3 kind of is just for a positional play, but I think the way I'm shooting this, I should. I was thinking I could have nudged the 8-ball, but I could not. So I still got to get a good shape on that 3. You know, and the way I shoot this, if I can hold my speed, I should be able to get that 5 in the side and leave me the 3, but then I got to worry about getting back on the 2. So that's a whole lot of cue ball movement. So if I can slow roll this in the side, just go ahead and take the 2. And that should, for lack of a better term, open it up. Just nice and easy. Can't see. If I can get the 3 now. Yeah, there. Stood back up. Just kind of reposition my brain. Where's my cue ball going? Because I got to get back out. And look at that. I thought I would have been able to split that gap. I definitely would have needed some pretty hard left. And unfortunately, I got myself in a bad spot. So, pulling out my kicking method. Thank you, Lil Chris, as always. At least gives me a quick way to see a line. And I'm not gonna lie, that was a bit of all right. That was a good kick. Got way out of shape. I don't really like my position to shoot that 3 when I did, but just gotta make this. Start out with a good break and run. That'd be a heck of a way to begin an APA match. Just put a little bit of a stun shot, just crash into that 9. I could roll it if I need. Guys, that's a break and run out the gate. I mean, not the best pattern. And as I always say, just because you get out doesn't mean it's the right way. I definitely had some other options. I should have at least considered something else, but I did need to get that 3-ball. It was just not, I don't know if it was quite right time or way to do it, but I'm out and still breaking. Rack number 2. Good break. Oh, kiss that 8. There we go. Mini slam to start. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I can't tell you the last time I got a mini slam. And knowing I'm playing James, I'll tell you right now, James has been a better player than me. Obviously, from the start, because you start out low. He was already an APA 5. And ooh, Good break, good spread. Looks like made a solid. Got a couple options. I got the 1, I got the 5. I just need to see what I'm going to do with that 4 ball. It could be a little tricky, but yeah. So anyway, James got me into APA or playing league in general. I think I started BCA for a session, and then switched over playing one APA, one BCA. But anyway, yeah, he's the reason I got into this game. And fast forward, ooh, slow roll. Might have left myself a good angle for that too. Still got to figure out that 4 though. So, but yeah, James and I were seriously close friends for the longest time. He got me into pool. By the time I finished my first session, of course, I start out as a sub, and I only want to play when you need me. First session, I played more than anybody because you need the threes, and I remember, I missed. Oh, that was a great shot. Would have been a good shot, but yeah. So I first session we make tri cup, and I wasn't gonna play. I was like, at the time we were working commission. It was the first weekend of January, big money time for me. I was like, I'm not gonna lose money to go play pool. Turns out it was a snow day, and they were letting people off. So I told my boss, if you don't mind, I got somewhere I could be, so they let me go. I ran home, grabbed my change, grabbed my cues, ran up there, and the team was just like, "Oh, thank God you're here. If you win, you're up, and if you win, we continue. If we lose, we're done." Now, truth be told, James might be able to remember this better than I do because that dude's got a good memory for stories. But man, I don't remember how I did. I don't remember the outcome. All I know is that pressure of, I'm sorry, what? And that gut stomach issue of, damn, I guess I gotta show up and whatnot. So however it was, I remember ending it going, okay, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna absolutely do this, and I want to get good. It took me about a year. I moved up to about a 5 fairly quick, and James and I were both single guys. I was early 30s. He would have been late 20s, and we were at the pool hall 6, if not 7 days a week. If we weren't playing league, we were there practicing. If we Guys, I'm over here gabbing away, and James is running this rack beautifully. So yeah, so we spent a ton of table time, and I attribute getting where I started 100% up to James because he worked with me a ton. We talked pool theory, we talked mechanics. That's a great table run. Well done, James. 2-1. Haven't even hit an inning yet. 3 wrecks. Like I said, good quality pool. So yeah, James has every bit as of a addictive personality as I do. So when he saw me get into it, we went crazy with it. I mean, we were playing insane amount of pool. And yeah, here we are today, both as 7s. He is a fantastic shot. His handicap, we used to always be just a little above me. Now as a 7, there's no higher, but he's the guy that we always kind of competed against each other when we were on the same team, both as 6s or whatever. It was always a competition between each other, friendly. It wasn't like ugly, not like whatever, but yeah, it was that good, healthy competition, and we fed off of it, and we both got quite a bit better. So I, it's just that guy that I've always said, no matter how this match rolls or goes, I've always considered James as a better shot, and I truly mean that with all my heart. So on one hand, thank you for getting me into this, James, but on the other hand, man, I've spent a lot of time and money on this. uh, so anyway, that's my background. That's This is the reason I got into pool. Is this guy right here? He eventually got himself a beautiful wife, had a absolutely beautiful family. He's got 3 kids now, so he doesn't get to play as much as I do. So that's if there's a reason I catch him in handicap or skill level, it's only because I have more time to get there. But yeah, Anywho, so I hung the one. James had a good run. He kind of overrolled his last one, leave himself a combo. Just barely missed it. And now I gotta. Ooh, don't you do it. I gotta figure out something. I at least broke that 4 up where now it's got an option to go. I just need to get myself a leave here. So I'm gonna roll that 6 ball all the way up. Good shot. So from here, I like doing kind of a stun shot on the 2, just hard enough to get it off the rail for some comfort, and then be able to make that 4, just draw over, maybe even clip the 13 a little bit to give myself that 9. Ooh, way overstroked that. But I think this is a better pattern. Go ahead and take the 3. Use the 4 as your last ball. Just comfortably hit this. Don't get too powerful. I want to be a little bit further out into the table. I need a little more left just to make this to where I can stun out into the table. But I mean, the 4 does go. I'm just worried because it is kind of thin. I don't want to overroll the shot and leave myself long. So I am going to completely tap that ball. That's probably the softest shot I've made in a long time. Corner pocket. There we go. 3-1, 2 innings. Hoo-wee. Like I said, I know he's a great shot, so I had to come out firing. I can't make any mistakes because he'll make me pay. Ooh. Not a great break. I think I might have clipped the head ball a little bit. Didn't seem to get a whole lot of spread till it came back around, but not to mention it was dry. So he's got a little bit to work with here. He's going to go and take that 3-9 to go ahead and open up stripes. Oh, come on. He got robbed there. He got robbed. So from here, still an open table. I mean, honestly, they both don't look bad, but because of that 10 ball, I would prefer to be shooting solids right here. As long as that 2 sneaks by to that top right corner, which from here looks like it does. Ooh, how do I want to start? Because I'm contemplating the 6 might even go off the 1 to go on the side. So I'm definitely putting a little extra thought into this one to get started. I could go for the 3 top left, come back out in the middle. Yeah, see, I'm looking. Does that even go? So yeah, recalculating. Top left, 3 ball, come back out middle table. Now I've got much more of a straight shot into that 6 ball if I do want to take that. The problem with that, because that 9 ball is blocking the 6, that was really the issue. If sure I can make the 1, but then where am I going from there? And hit that 1 ball a little thick, a lot of thick, and unfortunately went straight. Did not glance to the right like I needed it. James is back up. Truth be told, he's got a lot of options. For me, I would be starting with that 10 ball because that's the only ball you need to kind of worry about getting on position, and he's set up perfectly for it. Unless that 1's in his way, then maybe he does need to consider something else. But ooh, calm down, spin. So he went ahead and took the duck, got himself a spread, so he's not having to play some kind of crazy combo or something. Ah, see, look at this. That's a good shot, good speed. Now we can just smooth roll this up, just get around the 4, or never mind. I guess he had a little bit of an angle, so bump the 4 enough where you can see it. It's a good shot. Yeah, I say stand back up, get your line, because he's gonna have to either leave himself on the rail or even better, be able to split that 5-8 combo. And the point got him. The point got him there. Bad luck. I don't know if he can see the 15. He's kind of hooked. That 5 ball is right in his way. I think he needed more top English on that other one, on that last shot, the 12 ball, just to keep it a little thicker into the side rail. That spin spun it in, kind of. I think it kind of got him. So he's gonna be kicking. Kicking at the combo. He is. Oh, come on. Come on. That was such a good try. Probably just a little light. That 2 goes, I need to take it. Thank you. 6 as a backboard. Allowed me to put a little bit more stroke on it for comfort. Problem is now the 1 ball is in a bad spot because it's like right at that point where I can't quite tell you. See, I got to look at it. Can I cut that up rail without scratching? Like, because you want to, if it's just out enough, you can cut it and get that point to kick the cue ball out. But I don't think I've got that kind of gap. So I'm going to back cut the 7. It's not a bad little 2-way. If I can. Oh, I hit that way too hard, though. A little too thin. But so just curious for you guys watching at home, you guys have, for lack of a better term, a rabbit that you chase? For my whole career in pool, I've always had people that I just kind of mentally think of, their skill versus me, and like they're people that I struggle to beat, and then I just try to get just that little bit better, a little bit better. So every time I get to play them, I get a little closer to beating them, and then eventually you get where you do beat them, and then consistently beat them, and then once you get there, you got to find a new horse to chase, and you know, it's just kind of mentally the way I've played this, and yeah, James has never been my rabbit because he was so far ahead that it's been a while, and I had to catch a lot of other rabbits per se. Oh, don't! Oh, I saw it going to that side rail. Oh, James, that's heartbreaking. That would have been a great shot there. And he left me out in the open so I can see the 7. Ooh, powerful. Oh, top right. Okay. I put a pretty decent amount of stink on that one. But yeah, let me know if you guys have if you've been the type that kind of chases other people or uses as a milestone. It's kind of like people that run. You want to be able to run, walk, and you gauge how far you can run before you need to walk. Things like that. It's just drew back for the 6. Interesting. Excuse me, drew back for the 4. Okay. I had a couple different options I could have done. I could have rolled that up and then take the 6 over to this corner, but I guess maybe where the 8 is, even though it's not really blocking the pocket, it kind of just gets in your head. This is definitely a much more open shot, so therefore I can just roll this up. Actually, probably want a little more roll, but just to put this in this side nice and comfortably. Rolling ball, don't have to get crazy with it. Nice and soft. And James frustrated with the way he missed that 8 ball. He gave it to me. 4-1, 5 innings. I had to put on my game face for this one, man. This might as well have been a final table for me. Like I said, I know if I give him an inch, he's gonna run away from me. So decent break. I need to get a little more left spin to get the cue ball center table. Made a stripe and don't really have a great start. I don't know if I really want to. And plus, with the 8 ball where it's at, I got the 5 blocking it to the corner. Like there's a little bit of work I'm gonna have to do to figure out this rack, but because I don't want to just shoot at the 11 immediately and shoot it up table, because then you don't really know where the 8 ball is gonna go. So I'm trying to cut the 12 ball, and I'm telling you guys, we're still amateurs. APA still has slop. I got incredibly lucky on that shot. I'm pretty sure James had already grabbed his cue, and then he gave me the disappointed dad. I get it, man. I get it, brother. I threw the hand up. I apologize. My fault. I don't know what I'm waiting on. Something on the other table, I assume. It's an editing fail. I should have sped that up, guys. My fault. All right. Recalculating. Go ahead and take the 9 while you can see it. Plus, it gives me a nice angle on the 15, so I can just spin this right into the 8, open it up, and I didn't. Because now the 8, while nothing's necessarily around it, still doesn't have a home. So now I got to figure out another path. Go take this on the side, spin all the way around the world. Yeah, I was trying to spin around the world. Oh my god. Okay, that's pool karma right there. That is the pool god saying, hey, remember that ball you slopped in? That 12 ball, 2 rail on the side that you didn't intend? There you go. So now I got to try to kick at this ball that is shooting into a half a pocket. So no big deal. Just hit it perfect. No big deal. Don't hit anything. Put it right back. Nope, your turn. You shoot it there. All right. So yeah, he should start 7, draw back, take the 4. Or I guess he could crash into the 4 and move it. Moved it more than he wanted. Now it's back in the same spot where I think it was the 1 ball for me last rack. But he's at least straighter, so I think he can control this a bit. He was worried about the scratch, so he had to undercut just a little bit to make sure he hit the point. I think he still should have looked around a little bit. So 11 pocket in the corner, slow down. I was trying to get it back there so I can just shoot the 8 up. But you know what? At the same time, I got lucky and left myself straight. And that's it. That is all she wrote, guys. 5-1. That is a quick match. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys share this, because this game gave me an incredible amount of confidence. Just solidifies that my 8 ball game is really good right now, or my rotation game is trash. So I got to work on that. I got to get that game back up. But in the meantime, please do me a favor and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Share this. I know some people are going to want to see this. But most importantly, let me know in the comments if there's something you would have done a little different. Because there was a couple shots I had better patterns I should have took. So let's talk about it. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.